Hello everyone and welcome back to my daily reading. This is Anna and this is a reading for Monday, Tuesday, February 2nd and the 3rd. Okay, so I drew 4 cards from the Charmin Caselli Tarot deck and one from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm Oracle. Okay, so the cards are as follow. 10 of Swords, the Devil, 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Oracle card is the Hungry Ghosts. Okay. So what is happening here is that there's a general sense of fear. Okay, the fear with the devil here, the hungry ghost in reverse. It's telling me there's been a general sense of fear, okay, in the past. Why? Well, it can stem from, feeling or thinking that we've been a failure one time and again, a failure, or not successful enough, okay? Or actually having others not come through with their word. And when others don't come through with their word, what happens? We become hurt. We feel betrayed. We feel devastated. Okay, so that's what we see with this Ten of Swords. All back here puncturing the back of the individual here on the grass. Okay, so this is, there's a sense of exhaustion. It's a tiring effect. And it's been a very long cycle. It's been a very long-standing cycle and energy, considering that the devil is here, major arcana. So this has been something that we've been feeling for a long period of time. The devil card is speaking of selfishness, so there may have been many instances where selfishness has been involved, and hence the betrayal, due to the selfishness of others, or just a particular situation as a whole, you being tossed aside like you were just some kind of rag doll and never mattered. So that's what's going on there. The Four of Pentacles is saying, okay, we're looking away, we're moving away from this foundation, we're moving away from this past, but we're holding on, we're afraid. And the Four of Pentacles, this figure is really holding this pentacle in his arms like if it were a baby, so it is a card of money. It is the coins, right? The pentacles speaks of material things, and perhaps we're clenching to every bit of savings that we have, and that is, hey, I advise that you do that. That's good. You don't want to go blowing your money on everything, okay? But it's more like we have this idea of lack, and that's where the hungry ghosts come in, because this is an idea of lack. Okay, this is telling me that we are behaving this way because we've been so long wanting to do something, desiring something, but we spend too much time in that phase. Hence the four stable, stuck. Okay, the fours are good for stability, but then we stay stuck in a certain mindset. Okay, so that is how this oracle card is playing into this card here. It's really intensifying our fears about money or finances, work stability, that kind of thing. And I, justly so, I understand, of course. We want our livelihood to be secure, so this card also speaks of bank accounts and securities and such, so we want to keep an eye on that, but we don't want to keep an eye on it to the point that it becomes an obsession, and then we start fearing, we're, oh my goodness, we're just fearing way too much about the finances. Okay, I'll raise my hand. I'll be the first one to confess that I can get into this cycle as well. Can you raise your hand and admit it? You should. If you don't have to, but at least admit it to yourself. We've all been here, right? We've all been here. And of course, this general sense of fear is intensified when in the future we're not certain of whether or not we are securing what we need and desire. Again, the hungry ghosts are playing into this. Okay, you desire and want, and perhaps if a certain offer doesn't come through, let's say a job offer, something doesn't come through, okay, then we can easily revert to this here. Okay, we don't want that. We want to move away from this sense of fear, okay? We are where we need to be at this time. Even if something doesn't come through, or you don't hear back from someone, Or let's say the hiring manager doesn't get back to you right away. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, okay? Because there's more out there, and perhaps we're not actually discovering all of the opportunities out there. So see how the hungry ghost, we've had this energy of lack. Oh my goodness, I don't have enough of the money, or I don't have, I didn't get the promotion, or I'm not stacking up to like my brother or sister or my friend who's doing way better at whatever firm XYZ, right? You fill in the blank. But this card is saying don't compare yourself to others, okay? Don't do that. Don't compare yourself to others. Stop desiring that one thing so much and look beyond the scope of the one thing. Let's say, for example, you applied for a job. You only applied for one job. Maybe you need to apply to more. Huh? Look outside. Look at the grand picture, okay? Because when you narrow your view, when you narrow your expectations to the one thing, you don't see the opportunities that are out there. Hence this cup in reverse, okay? And we don't want to feel disappointed because, oh, I didn't hear from that one offer or the one person. You're going to have to diversify. Now, this is interesting. These two cards here, speaking about the general fears, and the word diversifying our finances, our portfolios, something that we need to diversify. And I cannot avoid hitting this camera. I don't know what's up with me. But anyway, deal with it, right? Moving forward, maybe we haven't diversified our financial portfolios or our resumes or whatever. We haven't diversified our job search. So perhaps this is the time to do that. And it'll break you away from that cycle of general fear, of anxiety, of feeling like you don't stack up, like you're not important, etc. You are where you need to be right now. And I know sometimes that's the last thing we want to hear. Sometimes I say that to myself. I'm like, come on, this is where you need to be. This is what you need to do, right? Don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. That's my number one thing. So, if I say it here, I apply it to myself right back, right? So this is what's going on. We are where we need to be right now. Don't beat yourself up and move away from that general sense of fear and anxiety. And it's not a fear like I'm scared. It's an anxiety. And it puts us in this obsessive compulsive cycle of obsessive compulsive thinking and being obsessing and desiring something so much, the one thing, that we lose sight of what's out there. We lose sight of the diversity that exists out there. The diversity. And that's what I see with the Four of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups that is in reverse. We haven't diversified ourselves. We haven't broadened our view, our search, etc. You know how to apply this. So with that, I end this reading, and I will see you back here on Wednesday for the Wednesday reading. Bye bye.